Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Annalisa and today I am doing a painting of a place that I really love. A couple of weeks ago I was on vacation at a place called Cannon Beach, and at Cannon Beach there is a particular landmark that is called Haystack Rock. Thus named because it looks like a haystack. And this Haystack Rock is on basically everything in the town. It's on all the signs, it's all over the merch that my Cannon Beach Conference Center designs. It's everywhere. And one of the things that my family does every year when we go to Cannon Beach is we walk from our hotel out on the beach all the way down to it. It is about 1.5 to 2 miles. And we really enjoy that. One of the nice things about Haystack Rock is that there are tide pools there. There isn't a lot of exotic sea life there. It's mostly anemones, starfish, mussels, and a lot of crabs. But it's still a lot more than people who live inland like us get to see. And one of the nicest things about it, and my favorite thing about it actually, is the birds that nest on top of Haystack Rock and fly around it all the time. There's quite a few different kinds of birds. There's the seagulls, but there's also some birds that are black with long, thin orange beaks. There's terns, maybe some of them are called. Lots of different ones. But my favorite bird that roosts there is the puffin. There are quite a few puffins who roost on Haystack Rock, and they have their eggs there, and they come and feed their babies there. And usually when we go there, someone or other will have a telescope set up so that we can look through it and see puffin dens. Puffins like to live in little burrows. If you've never seen a puffin, they are about the size of a duck, a wild duck. A little more streamlined and less fat, but with a much bigger head in relation to their body, and they fly quite strangely. They flap their wings very fast, they do very little gliding, and they have a big orange kind of wedge-shaped beak, and they're very cute. And this year, because we walked farther away from Haystack Rock we walked away from it instead of towards it at one point. We got to see it from very far away and see how pretty the hills behind it look. Because along the Oregon coast there are hills that rise up into a small mountain range. And they look, as you can see, like these layers and layers of rolling green hills. And it's just very pretty. So I decided that I really wanted to paint that when I got home. And one of the things that I enjoyed about this piece was I haven't done a whole lot of different layers of distances before. A lot of times I just have the foreground and the background. So it was fun to layer the place where Haystack Rock is, then there's the green hills that are like right beside it, then there's another layer behind that, and another behind that. So I got to experiment and figure out how to make the colors fade so that the ones in the back looked farther away, and I think that worked out really well. I'm really happy with that. And also with how with the angles and stuff I used to make the coastline look like it was going off into the distance as well, because usually one of the things I'm worst at is things fading into the distance, both foreshortening and making things look farther away in relation to each other is very difficult for me, so I got to have some good practice here. And with this piece, another thing I did was I tried to stay really loose. I've been doing a lot of tighter, more defined paintings lately, so I wanted to kind of go back to the style that's more attuned to watercolors and let the water flow more freely and let the paint just go where it was going to go and be looser. So that is my Haystack Rock piece. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!